What I find compelling about Frank Hague is how a sixth grade dropout was probably one of the most successful politicians in American history, and through his mastery of corrupt ways of bringing in money, everything from the stevedore unions and the Jersey City docks to the guy who swept the halls in City Hall, he had a piece of the action. And so he was extraordinarily wealthy and extraordinarily powerful, and he didn't go any further than the sixth grade. That was the most compelling thing about him, his mastery of New Jersey politics, beginning with Jersey City and then controlling Hudson County, and then controlling neighboring counties, and eventually controlling the entire state and the state legislature and the state judiciary. He was an extraordinary power broker and master of the political process. What I find compelling about Arthur Vanderbilt is just what a complicated life he was able to live for as long as he did, and the diverse accomplishments he was able to achieve. He was an extraordinary advocate, not only on his feet before appellate courts, but also on his feet in front of juries. His win record before the New Jersey Courts of Errors Appeals, which was the highest court of the day at that time, he had like 42 victories in a row. That spanned about a 7-year period, and no one had that kind of record. He took the train. Sometimes he drove, but he took the train from Newark to New York City for 31 years, 2 nights a week, to teach law school. That kind of commitment to education is really impressive, and he really was very committed to education. But he also used it. He also used the opportunity to pick over the best students and bring them into his law firm as associates, because his law firm was very successful, very profitable. Never was named anything but Arthur T. Vanderbilt Law Firm. He never had any partners, but his record of accomplishment as a practicing attorney, as an educator, were extraordinary. He also spoke nationally for many years on the need for judicial reform, was president of the ABA, and was probably the best known, and there are historians and Supreme Court justices, and there are college professors in law schools who will say, more so than anyone else in the 20th century, he was the driving force in bringing about reform. And then he was also a power broker on the political scene in Essex County, where he was county council as well as, quote, leader. He wasn't party chairman, but he was leader of the Republican Party, or it was a reform group, the Republican League, League for Good Government. They had several names over the years, but again, his troops were victorious, and he controlled pretty much who would run for office in Essex County and for statewide office in New Jersey. So what I find compelling is how he was able to juggle so many balls throughout his life and how he was able to get so many things done. Very fascinating, compelling individual to look at in history.